What's up, y'all? It's your boy Mark back again. Today is the last day of the daily posting. As far as the week, I'm not sure if I'll continue it, but we'll see. I'm getting ready to go to a wedding, so today is definitely gonna be a quick one, but I feel like that's significant as well. Just the energy of celebration, and not even just celebration, but real culminations. Because this is, well, I'm planning to see a bunch of people from college and people I haven't seen over the last few years. So yeah, it feels like it's really a culmination of where I've been most recently, as far as just that world and everybody, life unfolding and everybody's journeys going different ways and all type of ways. So I feel like, yeah, and not even just my life, but in the lives of people around me. I feel like similar things have been showing up, and just real opportunities to, look in that mirror and to really come face to face with how far you've come, how far you're going, where you stand right now, and everything. So, yeah, it feels like we're heading into, yeah, it's time. It's just time, and right now we're being faced with, okay, this is who you've been, and who you're going to be next is up to you. Where you're going next is up to you. But it's really opportunities like this that really show you what's what and reintroduce you to who you are, who you're not anymore, your why, and just all that. So hell yeah, if you're seeing similar things play out in your life, then hey, know that you're not alone. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. Actually, come on, let's breathe, y'all. Close your eyes if you can. And remember, exhales for real long, longer than your inhales. Inhale to the belly, though. All right, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes when you're ready. That was nice. Definitely glad we did that. Oh, pardon my hair. It's all wet. Make sure y'all using 100% cotton to dry your hair, man. Don't be using towels. It's not good for you. Pulling all on your hair, the friction. It's not smooth. Temperance. I'm telling you, the balance is being restored. Yeah, this feels like that same energy of like seeing what's what, and because when the scales balance out, that's when you really see what everything is. Because when things are all on one side, that'll skew your vision. When things are all on the other side, that'll skew your vision. But it's like where things meet and you get the scales balanced, you get to see like, okay, this is what that really, how much that really weighs, how much this really weighs, and okay, these things even out. And it's like, that's the energy right now, is balance being restored, and really, yeah, coming face to face with yourself and your journey. And I'm also being drawn to the wings and the red triangle. It just feels like mind, body, and spirit, mind, body, and soul, but as well as support of your passions, support of the things that are important to you. I'm also hearing root chakra and root chakra activation. So, yeah, some of you guys might be undergoing that process right now. And that's a beautiful process because your root chakra, is what allows you to feel safe in your environment and allows you to feel connected to it as well. So yeah, root chakra activation, especially if you've been in a time where you haven't felt too safe, you felt like you've been in survival mode. That's everything right now. So oh yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. You are exactly who you know yourself to be. And be confident. Look at him. He's smirking. He's got 7 people trying to attack him and he's smiling. And I'm also hearing options. Like, and you see he's defending himself, but right after I said that, I also felt like, people were just extending the wands out and he has the opportunity to exchange his, like put his down and grab, maybe the ones with the flowers on it, or this one that looks like it's kind of thick or sturdy, like he has his choice, like, here, which one do you want? So understand that when you stand your ground and you stand firm on who you are, you can see the things being presented to you clearly, and you can really decide then what's in alignment to you. You don't have to always stay the same. Like, you don't have to be stubborn and fixed and not changing if you don't want to be, because at any given time you can switch it up, you can evolve, you can become this other thing or become more of yourself. So yeah, don't be shy to really anchor into who you are at any given time, and don't feel like, oh, like, let me be careful just in case I change my mind later, or let me not be fully this just in case, down the line I decide to be something else. Understand that you can fully lock in on who you are now, and then if that changes, you can honor it and change it, and it's okay. Like, you're here to change. So yeah, just be you 100% at any given turn. Even if who you are today is completely different than who you were yesterday, you still have to honor that. So that's definitely the call here. What y'all got going on? These messages feel a little I'm watching y'all now. No, but it seems like y'all really living life. We're really living life, And yep, death. We're changing. These are the end of cycles. It doesn't feel like a physical death. This is actually the first time that the lady on here seems comfortable to me as well. Like, the little girl always feels like happy and like she's celebrating the fact that death is here. But this is the first time that the lady also, I don't know how close I can get with it still being focused. Not very close. But yeah, she seems like she's at ease. She seems like she's chilling. She's not even worried about that. He's the only one that's like staring intently at him. So that makes me feel like, trust your intuition, Trust that feminine energy inside you, that divine feminine that's connected to all this stuff, that's always receiving insight, who knows exactly what's going on. Because understand that even though this may appear like things are crumbling, or like, you're losing people out of your life, or things are shifting around fast, understand that you understand exactly why it's happening. You understand what's what. You understand the flow and the cycle, the cyclic nature of these things, and the spiritual journey, and awakening to yourself and to spirit and all that. You understand what that comes with. So be more assured of yourself, assured in your journey, in who you are and where you're going, and understand that death is a part of that, and death is not the opposite of life. Death is a part of life. It's a very big part of life, and beyond physical death, you're experiencing deaths all the time, and you see death play out all the time, as far as just the end of cycles, the transitions from endings to beginnings. Like, that plays out every day in our lives. So I'm here being called to tell you, if you're someone who, death is a weird thing to you, or it's a scary thing to you, make it a point to notice it all around you in your day-to-day experience. especially depending on where you live. Right now it's fall, you know, the leaves are falling out of the trees, they're changing colors, they're dying, and you can see death on the planet. And that sorry, a message popped up, but you can see death playing out in nature all the time. um, and not even just in nature, in your relationships and your dynamics and the shows you're watching. Like, it's everywhere, and it's just a transition from endings to beginnings. um, Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That's one of the first things we learn in science, and that's a very big truth right there. Because under that lens, death is not final, you know, because energy cannot be created or destroyed. So it can only change forms. So um, yeah, death is a transition, and don't be afraid of it. And I know it's easy to say, oh, don't be afraid of it, but yeah, see it for the reality that it is, and look around and notice how ingrained it is in the life journey and process itself, you know. And yeah, I'm just feeling called to let you know that. And 13 might be significant. And don't be letting people trick you into thinking these numbers are unlucky. Like the number 13, 666, like the things that people try to keep you away from, I would suggest you look extra into, you know, because there's something there clearly if they want you to look the other way, or they telling you it's so bad, you know. But the Chariot on the bottom, we're headed places, y'all. And it's important to not forget these things. And as your life is changing, and as things are grounding in, do not forget all the lessons it took to get you to this point, because that's what's going to sustain exactly the things you're bringing in, sustain the life you've created for yourself. So don't get too caught up in enjoying it that you forget what it took to get here. Because remember, it's been a long journey. Sometimes you weren't even sure that you'd make it. Just all those things that went into it, besides just then besides it just popping up and things working out for you, all the work that you put in, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put in, the perspectives that you put in, the unlearning that you did, the deconditioning that you did, the reparenting, all of that. Understand that it took a lot. So be mindful in this new chapter, in this new season that you've stepped into, and understand that. And that's not to be like, oh, be careful, you're gonna lose it all. Like, not like that at all, but just to honor yourself and honor your path and honor where you've been, by being mindful and treating your not even new, but treating your abundance and the things you've grounded in for yourself, treating them with respect. And yeah, and being humble, but not humble in a sense of like downplaying yourself, but understanding that you know what it's like to not have these things. You've been in hard situations, you've been on the other side, and to not forget that in a split second you could be back there. Not that you will, but just the fact that, life, the difference between you and somebody who doesn't experience all the great things that you have, and that all the luxuries you experience, is not that much. It's not much at all, you know. It's a big break. It's one good day away from y'all being in the same place, whether that be good or bad. So it's like being humble in that sense. Like, I'm no different than you, a couple things shaped my way, and I know who I am, so I was able to, actualize a couple things. But you could do the same thing, and moving with that energy and being humble from that perspective. Just, yeah, really embody that energy and embody God energy, and in both ways, the power and the responsibility. God wouldn't sit there and flex on somebody else or be acting like they're way better than somebody else because they got some money. Like, how? Because God understands that it's just money. It's just an object. And yeah, it's no indicator on status, true status, or ranking, or any of that. It's just a physical form of energy. Like, it's not anything special or worth flexing on somebody about. But yeah, I think you get it. I was just elaborating a little more. But yeah, all these oracle cards came out. Libra, and this just feels like the same type of thing, as far as just maintaining the balance and understanding that things are coming into balance. And if you've been on one side of the scales in the spectrum for a long time, understand that things are evening out. So if you've been in a season where it's been one thing after another, you feel like things have been kicking your ass, understand that it's time for you to start kicking ass, and the things are moving in your favor for you to do so. And you can meet it halfway and find ways to go and kick ass on your own without, things popping up for you. And understand that that will work out and the things will pop up for you still. So raise your frequency. Um, this feels like it's going back to messages from yesterday as far as preparing our vessels. Um, understand that things are grounding in for you right now, and right now it's very important for you to be at a vibrational match to the things that you're bringing in. And overall, this is frequency, so this feels like make sure you're learning, make sure you're prioritizing, expanding your mind and expanding your inner knowings to make room for the things you want to bring in, because your inner knowings are the rules to your reality. The things you know to be true are running, your program, your reality, the life you're creating. So make sure you're always raising your frequency in regards to just learning more and expanding your container so you can hold more. Wow, right under that is mind your vibration. That's crazy. Um, yeah, and with this being vibration, this is more on a moment to moment basis versus frequency, which is like your overall, um, your overall. So vibration, um, mind your vibration. Do things that make you feel light, do things that make you feel happy, that make you feel charged, and that make you feel alive and present. And understand that along with raising your frequency overall, as far as just learning more and expanding your knowledge and your capacity to contain light, on a moment to moment basis, you combine that with making sure you're in high vibe states. Understand that, boom, this plus this is your manifestations coming in on steroids, coming in big, fat, and fast. So yeah, make sure you're minding your frequency and your vibration. And if you're not even entirely sure what those things mean, look into them, please. Never hesitate to go to Google, because that's my best friend. I'm still, when it comes to AI, and just because I've seen how people have become codependent on it, and how like independent thought and the ability to go on Google and sort through information and decide what's valuable and what's not, and I feel like all that is really being lost at a very quick rate with the rise of AI and just the simplicity of just asking a question and getting all, what appears to be the right answer really quickly and thought out, but it may not necessarily be. But yeah, that being said, yeah, never hesitate to get on Google. I'm quick to get on Google when I hear something, one word I don't recognize or one concept I'm not familiar with, and understand that that's helping raise your frequency as well. Because now once and once you know, it expands you and you change. You're not the same anymore. So yeah, make sure you're prioritizing learning as much as you can, and not just for the sake of learning, like I'm just consuming a bunch of stuff, but more so like what's at a reasonable pace. Like I want to learn and learn, practice, evolve, and I'm sure that's already how you're moving, especially if you're here. So just wanted to clarify. You are royalty. I'm dealing with kings and queens here, true gods and goddesses, emperors, empresses, all that. You are royalty, and don't forget it, and understand that, yeah, your crown is here, your throne is waiting for you, and yeah, all the best experiences of your life are still yet to come. I don't care if you're 60, 70, 80 years old. Understand that what's next is still better. It's still upwards. You haven't peaked at all. I'm not dealing with a collective who's peaked and whose best days are behind them, or who has to sit here and look at old pictures all the time and think about the good old days, because our good old days haven't happened yet. We've had some good days, but our good old days, the days that we hang our hat on, that really stamp the life that we're living, they haven't happened yet. So understand that you're royalty and that everything is waiting for you and is ready for you. And all that's left for you to do is to step into it and move with confidence and understand that that's the truth and to not doubt that. Green, this feels like money. It's coming in. I know we've been in a time where it's like, it feels like we've been getting breadcrumbed, like the universe is always like, oh, it's almost time, or oh, it's here, oh, these things are coming in. But understand that it's the truth. And the fact that you're still seeing those same messages is a good indicator that it hasn't passed you by, it hasn't missed you, I'd be more concerned if the messages stopped saying that, or if they start being like, oh, your money is coming in. How does it feel to be rich now? Oh. If they start talking like that and you're like, I'd be more concerned then. But the fact that it's still so close, it's still coming, it's still, it's energy and things happen. And, we're still uncovering blocks. We're still working. We're still doing all type of things. So it's like, don't feel like the fact that it hasn't come in there, you haven't, things didn't change overnight, that you're out of alignment or that you can't trust it or that people are just blowing smoke up your ass, because they're not. And understand that you are in alignment for these things and they are coming in. And you got the green light, so do what you need to do. Don't even sit around waiting for any of this stuff. Meet it halfway. Go do what you need to do and allow it to tap you on the shoulder like, hey, I'm here. And you're like, oh, okay, bet. I was already, going to get it, but thank you. And that's how it should be. You should not be sitting on your porch waiting for the money to come in, waiting for the blessings to come in. Understand that they're coming. But you still have calls in your heart. You still have desires burning in your belly. And yeah, make sure you honor those and go get them. And spend your time being present with them. And understand that everything else is going to come while you're doing that and come right behind it. And 11:11, especially after that, this feels like a call to spend some time embodying the energy we're trying to bring in. So if you can, I want to take a second for us to, close our eyes, visualize a scene that's matches what we're trying to call in, or visualize us in our dream realities for like a minute, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to fill it out. But yeah, I want you to get really clear on it. If you can't visualize, just think about it. Like, just think about, like, who's there? What am I doing? What do I look like? Like, just think about those type of things. Yeah, but really put yourself in that future space and really embody the energy of what you're calling in and the life you're cultivating. And we're just going to spend some time in it and really feel into it. Like, the more you can feel there and feel it, the energy of it, the better. And that's going to help pull it right in. So if you can, little wiggle, little shimmy, and then find your center. And then, yeah, close your eyes if you haven't already. We're going to do one deep breath, and then we're just going to go right into it. So inhale. Exhale. If you haven't already, you can go ahead and start your visualization, or your thinking, your embodiment, whatever you want to call it. go ahead and begin to wrap it up. And if you're not done yet, go ahead and feel free to pause and do your thing. All right. Introduce movement back into your body and express gratitude 3 times in your mind, out loud, whatever feels right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then lovingly open your eyes whenever you're ready. Damn. That was dope. That felt really powerful. But yeah. Well, oh yeah, that was dope. Yes, pardon me, I still feel a little spacey. But oh yeah, we're done here, but go out, go walk in that energy, and truly embody it. Don't leave it here. I feel like the call is to take that with you, like right now, if you can. But if not right now, just today in general. Go out with that energy. Go out and meet your miracles, and walk into them knowing that your future is waiting on you, and that at any turn, any of these things can take you right into it. Your big moment or your one moment is always within reach. So definitely go out with that knowing and understand that the universe is gonna meet you halfway. And yeah, you are so loved and you are so primed. Oh wow. And I just put these down and I knocked off the top cards by accident. Right when I say you are so primed. You are so primed for success. 27, 28 as I say that. So hell yeah, don't spend a second doubting it. Doubt starts to creep in, go embody it, Go visualize again, go get into that energy and feel it again, and realize that if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't be able to feel it. And oh yeah, I know I said today was gonna be quick, I gotta go, but I still sat here and did 30 minutes damn near. And hey, spirit is spirit and the energy is the energy. All we do is work with it. So oh yeah, I'm really grateful for y'all, and thank you. This week has been everything, and stepping into it, I don't know, I didn't have any expectations, but I also didn't expect it to be this dope and this profound and powerful, and for it to feel so good and to feel right. But it has, and I'm proud of us because we did it. Yeah, we continue to expand, we continue to grow, most importantly, we continue to show up. And thank y'all for showing up, and it makes it easy for me to show up because I know we're in this together. And yeah, everybody's playing their part to get us from point A to point B to point C, Z, all the points. So hell yeah, I'm excited to keep growing with y'all. And yeah, make sure y'all go out and walk in that abundance, man. Walk in that magic and go get it, because it's yours to be gotten by. I think that makes sense. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Wish me luck at this wedding, man. I feel like it's definitely gonna lead to some shifts, and I'm gonna come back a different person than I left for sure. But yeah, I'll tell y'all all about it. I love y'all. Mark out. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram if y'all want to keep up with everything else, or maybe I'll be posting from the wedding, who knows. But that's at 5D Just Too Easy. Make sure you check out the album. My album, the deluxe edition from my birthday album, has officially been released on Even, which is a platform that works to connect fans. And this is so wild talking about on here because I've talked about it so many times on social media and like different channels and stuff. But yeah, so it's Even, and it's in my link. It's for the first link, but it's set as pay. The album is set as pay what you want. So for as little as $1, you can buy the album, which is big because streams pay like less than pennies on the dollar. Like anybody who makes music understands that streaming is not where it's at. So even really allows for, supporters and fans to be able to actually contribute greatly and in a profound way to artists. So if you feel so called, or you just want to support me and support my mission, and my purpose, or you just whatever, or you just want to hear some new music, definitely hit the link in my bio and check it out. um, yeah, it's kind of the same thing as here. It's just a tool for me to spread my messages, to alchemize energy, to work with energies that present themselves in my life and in my surroundings and all that. So yeah, and it's a way for me to celebrate my birthday every year. It's for celebrate myself, and also, give an offering to the world on my birthday. So yeah, this is the seventh one, so it's been a minute, and I'm very committed to my journeys in all their multi-dimensional ways. So yeah, if you feel called to, definitely check me out there and support me there, and give whatever you can. Like I said, it's pay $1, or you could pay $5,000 if you want to, whatever feels right. But yeah, that being said, thank y'all so much, and if you're still here, I definitely appreciate you for being invested in me just as much as I'm invested in you all. And yeah, but I gotta go. I definitely should have been up and gone by now, but I'll see y'all later, and we'll talk soon. Hey, have a good day on purpose and kick some ass. We always have a choice, and yeah, make sure you're making good ones. I love you.